Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
Say what now?
Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
Child, are y'all ready for the Beyoncé era?
She was fine. It took her a while, but she's got it now.
Because the allegations are back, and this time they may not be going away.
I need Beyoncé to stop ignoring her bisexual tendencies.
Okay, have y'all seen all the interviews where Jaguar Wright has been saying that Jay-Z is the one setting up Diddy for failure? Well, one of the people she's also talked a lot about lately is Jay-Z's wife, Beyoncé, and Jag has had a lot to say. Enough to make her the current #1 target of the Beehive with all those girl-on-girl allegations. Okay, I know, just like Jag, a lot of y'all have been saying for years that you know how Beyoncé rolls, but could the Beyoncé era be for real? Let's find out. So first of all, in the interview, Jag was very loud about the allegation that Beyonce is straight up a witch.
Why don't nobody want to accept that bitch?
Jag actually talked about that female drummer Kimberly Thompson, who accused Bey of extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and casting spells on her. Kimberly actually filed a restraining order against Beyonce, saying that Bey was utilizing spells to tap her phone and control her finances, all to keep her under surveillance. And these actions were reportedly part of a harassment campaign orchestrated by Beyonce against her. Kimberly also blamed Bey for the loss of many jobs, theft of homes, the death of her pet kitten, and her numerous broken relationships, among other things.
And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too.
Honey, I don't know about any witchcraft, but the next thing Jaguar was saying was that since Beyonce was sleeping with everyone, her father decided to have her work with more women than men. But the shock was on Matthew Knowles because then Beyonce started hooking up with the girls, allegedly. Well, I have to admit that Jaguar saying that Beyonce was messing around with all the women is not really surprising. I mean, there have been rumors that go all the way back. For instance, do y'all remember that rumor or interview where Emil, who collaborated with Beyonce on I Got That, said that Beyonce was in love with her and that she's actually queer? Now, if you go looking for that interview, you will not find it. But there have always been rumors that Emil saying that Beyonce was in love with her is part of the reason why she no longer has a career. And speaking of interviews that seem to have been deleted from the internet, there's another one where Lady Gaga said about working with Beyonce on telephone, "We had an amazing time working together on her video, and it just kind of works out because we both like women." She probably meant Beyonce likes women in general and likes to support them. But then again, like people noted, Lady Gaga could have meant that quite literally. Now, why would Beyonce and Jay-Z have such information, even if they are just rumors about Beyonce, scrapped from the internet? Is it because there's some truth to what was being said about Beyonce actually liking women? Well, other than that story about Emil and Lady Gaga saying that Beyonce likes women while giggling, I swear there were rumors back in the day that Rita Ora allegedly had a threesome with Bey and Jay-Z. Baby, if these instances aren't convincing enough, let me just take y'all down memory lane about some of the other shocking things that have been said about Bey liking women. Back in 2007, there was an alleged report claiming that Beyonce was spotted at the box with 3 girlfriends enjoying the club's risque show surrounded by a huge bodyguard and protective curtains around their table. A source even said at the time, Beyonce was really making the most of the burlesque strip show. She was on the table in the VIP balcony cheering loudly as 2 girls got naked and licked each other's feet. She stayed until 3:30 in the morning. Ew, licking each other's feet though? Anyway, still on the strip clubbing, there was also another account, now scrapped from the internet, about a woman who said that while they were dancing at a club, she sat on Bey's lap and Bey told her something to the tune of, "Don't start something you can't finish." Damn. In addition, for those who recall, sometime back, there were rumors that Beyonce allegedly had too close of a relationship with her female guitar player that she used to feature on tour. Other people say that Beyonce looked a little too comfortable being naked between 2 other naked women in the Cater to You video. Well, Michelle and Kelly were also naked next to Bey, so I'm not sure what that says about them. But considering Jag was saying that Bey was hooking up with all the females, I'm not sure if she also meant every one of them. Anyway, this next one may be a reach, but don't you find it a bit odd that Bey has used BI lighting and colors quite a few times over the years? She used the lighting for her Complex magazine covers, both both in 2003 and 2013. And this is also another performance by Beyoncé where she used the same lighting effect. Coincidence? Child, the way we know Beyoncé, she always does everything on purpose, and I can almost comfortably say that nothing she does is a coincidence. So for her to be using all three BI signs multiple times, baby, that had a lot of people convinced that she was definitely communicating something. How you doing? Now, more recently, many of Bey's most loyal fans were saying that Beyoncé appeared to have come out during her Renaissance era. I know that Beyoncé paid homage to the various individuals who inspired the project, like her Uncle Johnny, who was gay and passed away due to complications with HIV/AIDS, describing him as her godmother and the first person to expose her to a lot of the music and the culture that serve as inspiration for the album. She also honored all of the pioneers who originated culture and all of the fallen angels whose contributions have gone unrecognized for far too long, seemingly referencing queer icons such as Moi Renee, who never achieved mainstream success due to her identity. But if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that the Renaissance album had too many queer references to just be homage. Allegedly, Bey was trying to communicate something, and of course, I will be breaking down where people were coming from. For starters, trans DJ and musician Honey Dijon serve as the lead producers on two Renaissance tracks, Cozy and Alien Superstar, with the former also sampling Be I'm Black by trans television personality T.S. Madison. Dijon has always used her platform to raise awareness of the instrumental role queer and black folks played in music, so it can't be a coincidence that Bey specifically chose to work with her. Speaking of Cozy, apparently while Bey was performing the song, the clues were too open to ignore. First of all, the song talks about a woman being comfortable in her skin, and it has been used as an anthem for many in the LGBTQ+ community. Then during Bey's tour performance in Atlanta, she flew the BI flag behind her, and she also added extra lyrics about her eating a girl named Caroline. My oh my, who might Caroline be? Secret girlfriend perhaps? The other song, which was worked on by Dijon, Alien Superstar, also samples another anthem with Right Said Fred's classic 1991 hit I'm Too Sexy. Note that the band's lead singer Fred Fairbass is BI, and that particular song also sees Beyoncé honor ballroom culture as she declares, category bad bitch, I'm the bar. But it goes on. Next on the album, Break My Soul heavily samples Big Frida's 2014 song Explode. The song also features uncredited vocals from the gay rapper who previously collaborated with Beyoncé on Formation, saying, release your anger, release your mind, release your job, release the time, release your trade, release the stress, release the love, forget the rest. In another song from the album, Plastic Off the Sofa, Beyoncé worked with Syd, who produced the song alongside Callie. Syd rose to fame as a member of Odd Future, and she is a lesbian, and she is married to her longtime girlfriend, Ariana Simone. Another song that also had a bit of reference is Move, which had the input of Gay Times cover stars Thames and Grace Jones. The song also heavily endorses girl power, with Bey talking about coming straight out of the jungle to groove on the dance floor. Baby, as if there weren't enough references already, Beyoncé also samples Miss Honey in another one of her songs, Pure/Honey. Since its release in 1992, Miss Honey has remained a staple within LGBTQ+ spaces, and Moi Renee, who was behind Miss Honey, was a legendary drag queen who was known in the underground queer scene for their electrifying performances at New York venues The Shelter and Midtown 43. To add on to the already long list, Summer Renaissance also samples Donna Summer's iconic I Feel Love, which was adopted as a gay anthem upon release after constant rotation in queer dance clubs. So, was it just a coincidence that Bey was having all these references, or was she subtly coming out? Baby, I don't know for sure, but what I can tell you is that when Jaguar Wright says something, she always has something to back her claims. So, if she confidently said that Beyoncé likes women, she could be onto something. And by the way, for this particular interview, she specifically said that she will not be using the word allegedly. Why? Because she can back up all her claims. But what do you think? Does Beyoncé really give you girl-on-girl vibes? Or is this entire allegation just cap? I am dying to know your thoughts, so sound off in the comments section below.